With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series fires things off. Race number 6 here in season number 4, just getting underway. 5-minute qualifying session in order. You can see a few drivers down there on the track behind us. Track temperature pretty cool here tonight, only 80 degrees. Look to see that track temperature raise as drivers continue to make laps around this track. Nice little groove worked in on the bottom side already. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls for everything Swift right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tell you what, let's go ahead and throw some of that qualifying information up for you. We'll get rid of the track info right there, left-hand side of your screen. As always, fast and near the front of this field, 22 of Todd Cray going to take the provisional pole here tonight. Quick time, 22:16 by the 22 of Todd Cray. Josh Weinrich right there in the 84 Toyota Supra. How about newcomer Robbie Ottey making a big splash? He's going to grab third position so far. Jim Ott fourth, rounding out your top five so far. Jason Ayrton in at 44. Still a handful of drivers yet to put in their qualifying time. We are just about halfway through this 5-minute qualifying session. Still with Justin Gann. Stephen Ayers Jr. yet to put in his time lap. How about John Peel, Jarrett Lipstruer? None of those drivers putting in a time lap just yet. We'll have to wait to see how it all shakes out for them. Tommy Haynes looks like he is on his out lap, getting up to speed. Look for the... Oh, look at Gann. Goes to third with his time lap. Still a little bit of ground to make up. Just about a 10th off of the fast time set by Todd Cray. And as the time ticks off of the stopwatch here tonight, music slowly fading away in the background. You can see the fans beginning to trickle in and fill those stands on the front stretch. Back stretch also beginning to see some race fans pile in. Richmond International Raceway, one of those racetracks that if you've got a chance to go, I absolutely suggest you hit up the night race. It's something about the way these cars look going around this track under the lights. Saturday night racing, it's beautiful thing here. Short track racing in Richmond, Virginia. That's right. Will we see a fourth winner? We haven't spoke about that yet. Just about a minute and a half left in qualifying here. Looks like most of the drivers have put in their qualifying time. Ron Shute, Justin Gann, Todd Cray. The only three drivers to visit Victory Lane. Gann and Cray both visiting Victory Lane 2 times so far this season. Michigan, last week's race, that's when Todd Cray was last in Victory Lane right before the Thanksgiving holiday break. Speaking of which, hope everybody had a happy holidays. Looking forward towards another happy holidays. But we've got a few races to get in first here for Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker. Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series, and well, looks like just about 21 drivers on the speed charts. And that's going to do it for qualifying here from Richmond. Todd Cray going to walk away with the pole position. Will he be able to walk away from the field when the green flag flies? That's going to, we're going to have to wait to find that out, obviously. But we'll step away for just a brief sponsor commercial break, then head back trackside for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back live here from Richmond, Virginia.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so bright whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back trackside after the Jets fly in on over, drivers beginning to make their way to the starting grid. About half of the field already making it through pre-race inspection. So while we've got some time on our hands, some time to run down your season standings coming into tonight's race right here at Richmond International Raceway. That's right, 190 laps on the line here tonight. Again, the man at the top of the point standings, Darren Clement. Ken, the East Coast Motorsports driver, will keep the points lead leaving the track here tonight. How about Mike Rominger, Tommy Haynes, Jason Ayerson with solid runs so far through the first 5 races this season. Justin Gann, Todd Gray, Ron Shute, all your race winners, all knotted up right there, 7th, 8th, 9th in the point standings coming into tonight's race. And even Chad Osborne right there, 158 points on the season, just 38 points back from the race leader. That is definitely a manageable amount of points to make it as the regular season champion. We'll have to see if anybody makes that charge late in the season. Darlington Raceway going to be on tap here next week. And it looks like most of the drivers beginning to make their way to the starting grid. Lots of cars down there getting lined up. There's pole sitter making his way through final pre-race inspection. And you can hear the bells in the background. You know those familiar sounds. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup here for race number 6. Swift MotorSports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series, walking away with the pole position inside row number 1, the 22 of Todd Gray. Lined up just to his outside, the 84 of Josh Weinrich. Row number 2 tonight, the 30 of Justin Gann, followed by the 12 of Robbiati. Jarrett Webster and Jim on back in row 3, row number 4. Richmond International Raceway, 29 of Mike Rominger and the 44 of Jason Ayerson. John Wimbish and Patrick back in the 93 machine. Gonna round out the top 10. David Elliott, Darren Clement back in row 6. Row 7 here tonight looks a little something like this. There's Chad Osborne, Nick Hunt, Tommy Haynes, Gary May back in row 8. Row 9 tonight, Jeff Gluckner and Ron Shute gonna start to the inside of Gluckner. Back in row number 10 inside. In the 19th starting position here tonight inside the 62 machine, Stephen Ayers Jr. Gary Wells out there in the 33 machine. He'll line up in the 20th starting position. Brandon Freeze, Jason Stewart, right there in row number 11. Then you can see our race admins and officials right here. Thanks to Captain John Hill, Andy Starcher, as well as Don Kidder here tonight from Richmond International Raceway. Drivers gonna double it up, crank it up, and get ready to get on the loud pedal here. We'll head off into turn 3 and get set to drop the hammer here tonight. There they all come. Down goes the pace car. Here we go. The first time here at International Raceway. Drivers down through turn 1 and 2. Now making their way already on towards the backstretch. Field looks nice and clean. Into turn 3 with a head of steam. Tom Gray race leader still at the top spot. Well, obviously, if you're the race leader, you're in the top spot. Your pole sitter. There you go. I'll spit it out. I'll get it right. It's not a night until Dave messes some stuff up. So now that we got it out of the way, done and over with, Josh Weinrich trying to gain a little bit of ground after Todd Cray just absolutely set sail on the initial drop of the green flag. Cray stays where he's at. As a matter of fact, your top 12 drivers running right where they started here. A few movers and shakers going on as John Wimbish has some trouble on the turn 4. He's going to mow the grass. Timing and scoring coming up to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see it. Follow along just like we do. How about the fast time last time around? 22:36 there for Josh Weinrich. He was the fastest on the track last time around. That is just wrong. Actually, that is about 5/100ths of a second slower than the fastest lap of the race here tonight, and that belongs to Weinrich with a 22:31. So he is all over that fast time lap after lap, and again, just a handful of hundredths faster than Todd Gray. He's looking to the inside. Can he make it stay? Can he make it work? Big drive off of turn 2. Not going to get there. He's going to get on the brakes. You see the front end of the cars, race fans. You can see them, especially going down into 3 and 4. When they get on the brake, you can really see the front end of the car dive down back onto the track. They really seal it off to put as much downforce through the entry of the corner. If we get another good camera shot, watch, look at the gap, and there it is. You see that drop. That's right when he's out of the gas and onto the brakes there a little bit. You don't have to hit the brakes hard. You just got to kind of trail brake. And now Weinrich looks to the inside. Looks like he's got the line he wants a new race leader for the first time. Not just yet, though. Todd Cray said, Gonna get the job done finally off of turn 4, lap number 8. Now all aboard out of the 190 schedule. It's tonight's official race distance. There it is, right there. John begins to try to walk away from the field. A little bit of a gap back to Justin Gann running in the 3rd position. He's kind of in no man's land here. Not necessarily a bad spot to be in here at a short track like Richmond International Raceway. Things happen in a hurry, and a lot of the times there's really nowhere to go. Not quite as much of a leader as Bristol, but still one of those almost avoidable tracks when there is carnage and chaos. No chaos yet, except for John Wimbish. He had to go mow the grass just a little bit, checking in on the landscaping, making sure everything's all right for us down there. Great job by him to keep the car headed in the right direction. Now we see a battle between up to the high side in the Toyota Supra. Can Lipstore hold on past Auto Owners Insurance number 4, Jim Hunt, trying to get the job done down there on the inside. That looks like it is the preferred line here so far tonight. Mike Rominger, he's running kind of that middle lane right now. Another strong right to the bottom there in 1ACU. Looks like that's where you want to be, down on the bottom, because right now the 54 Jared Lipstrom, he's going to have to get that Monster Energy machine down at the bottom of the racetrack and close the door on the drivers behind him. Right here's the opportunity. Not going to finally make that pass, complete the pass. Does he seal the bottom lane off? No, he's going to get stuck in the middle and look for Rominger to try to take the spot. super loose on the gas hard. Ooh, boy, here we go. I'm telling you, a tornado building right here. Caution on the speedway. Caution for most trouble tonight. Let's see if we can find out, take a little look at what went down, how it all happened here. Let's take a look back with Silverback Tax Solutions. Not really seeing much of anything there. Oh, and there's Gary Wells. We got it late. Gary Wells has some trouble. Let's take one more look at it here. There you can see the Air Time Racing Paint sponsor 33 just on the gas, and the car gets loose right there. Whoa! Little bit of contact late right there. I believe that may have been Stephen Ayers Jr. What do you say we go take a look from the cockpit of Stephen Ayers Jr.? And Jeff Gluckner, unfortunately, was the driver that got caught up in that mess. So, unfortunately, he's going to have to come to pit road to fix his car up a little bit. There you see Jim Hunt. He's going to come to pit road. Josh Weinrich, your race leader, going to stay out on track. First caution of the evening coming out at lap number 13. Field will come to a crawl behind the iRacing pace car. And we're going to step away for a commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Will be back with all your green flag action right here from Richmond International Raceway. We head back trackside, catching up with the pace car halfway down the backstretch. Caution lights gonna go out. This time around, we'll get set to fire things back off on lap number 19 out of the 190 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Trying to check on something here in the background, trying to see your race winners. We looked at the point standings coming into tonight's race, and you see them all knotted up right there with each other. Justin Gann, Todd Gray, Bonchi, 27, 33, 36 points out of the race, out of the overall points lead. Trying to run down the calculations and see, if one of these drivers rips off another win, what that's going to do for them, especially with fields the size that we have, over 20 plus cars, week in, week out, drivers able to make up a little bit of ground. We could see a potential three-way battle for the overall point standings here in about 2 or 3 weeks, so keep our eye on that. Keep your eye on the track, ready to drop the hammer. The 84 of Ryan Weinrich. Here's things off, and he is gone. How about the 12 of Rabiati? Great move. On the restart, that's going to move him right back into that third position. Patrick Sullivan right there in that third position now. 93 there, the Infinite Hero ride. Getting the job done. Here comes Darren Clement, overall points leader coming into tonight's race. The East Coast MotorSports, A&M sponsor, Chevy. A few more spots. He's up 7 positions from where he started. How about the man behind him, or looking to his inside now? Nick Hunt and the Let Go Brandon Chevy Camaro. Looks to the inside, glad to see Nick pack out all the track. Turning some laps, Nick, and we'll see how you go. How to do it tonight. Chad Osborne just behind him in the Mobil 1.5 machine. Darren Clement way up the track now. Lots of little battles all over this right at a 3/4 of a mile racetrack. There you see Justin Hand just off in the background. From right around here with Justin Hand, that's where the drivers begin through the field that to pit road under that first down the front stretch. There you see some smoke coming down the back stretch coming into turn 3. Steve Mayers Jr. had a little bit of a moment. He's going to get the car corrected, keep heading in the right direction, but uh-oh moment there for the 62. See what we can see if we can't bring you a few more battles out there. Let's back up and shift a little bit higher above the track. There you go. And I need to get Patrick Salter right there running in full still as Darren Clement, Jim Hunt, Nick Hunt all over him. Hunt has lost a position to that Ford machine, and now Ott looking to go to the inside of Clement. Back out of turn number 4, heading back to the start finish line. Trying to get him back into turn number 1. A lot of great racing action all over this all over the track. Already dropping a lap already here tonight. You can see that 93 with some rear end damage as well, so a few drivers having some mix-up. A little bit early here tonight. Lap 28 now goes on the board. See the damage right there on that 62. And there was some smoke, had some contact with the outside retaining wall. That safer barrier able to keep the car still running. How about Jim Ott? He's got some front end damage as well. Looks like he may have gotten into the back of somebody heading down into one of these corners. Jump around the track just a little bit. How about the battle back here? There's the inside of John Lynch. He's gonna grab it. Chad Osborne, last driver, rounding out the top. He's got 3-4 fast drivers all ducked in line. Jason Stewart, Mike Rominger, he was up near the front of the field here tonight. Started in 7th, now runs 14th. Rominger, fresh tires, and into the front. Trying to keep our eye on all the battles out here tonight. Let's go back up here with Justin Gannon, the 54 of Jarrett Lipstruer. That's position. Just off in front of him, another battle between Nick Hunt and Darren Clement. Robbie Yachty, Todd Craig going at it as well, 2nd and 3rd on the speedway. what do you say we go up? We got a 3-car battle right here as Justin Gann and Jared Lipstrewer have both run down Nick Hunt. That's going to be 6th, 7th, and 8th on the speedway, not too far off. In front of Hunt, though, is Darren Clement. We got about 2 seconds. Run into the 4th place driver, Jim Ott, as he is all over now. The tail end of Robbie Oddie. Let's go up to this battle. The 12 target machine of Oddie running well here tonight. And you know what? I kind of like that paint scheme. Looking nice and smooth. How about that pass by Jim Ott? Look to the bottom, grabbed it in 1 and 2, and he set sail, put at least 2 car lengths between himself and Oddie by the time they got back to turn number 3, and now Jim Hunt solidly in your top 3. Back up to your race here. You can see him. He took that top spot away pretty early from Todd Cray. Cray has struggled to keep pace with him. Wonder if Cray may be pulling a tire strategy move, maybe possibly some fuel strategy at this point in time, because 1 second back is the gap there. You can see at Pits for Paradise Infinite Warrior sponsored 22 machine of Todd Cray, always running strong. Went to victory lane 2 weeks ago. Last time these drivers were on the track for the Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series. It was at Michigan International Speedway, and Cray went to victory lane. This track much smaller, racing much different. We'll have to wait to see if Cray can get back to the point. 3-car battle still underway back here. Looks like Nick Hunt's falling to the inside just a little bit. How about the run by Jared Lipstrewer? He's been able to get by Justin Gannon. Now looks to get by Darren Clement. He's going to do so with a fair amount of ease. Lipstrewer going to move into the 5th spot. It's not just battles at the front. There's battles near the back of the field as well. How about this 4-car train running? Might have won making 5. Gary Wells, Chad Osborne, Jeff Butler, Gary May right there as well. Ron shoot a little bit further back behind them. 9 and 7, gonna round out your top 20. Ooh, look at Brandon Freeze all over the tail end of that BK Paints iRacing Drivers World sponsored 24 machine of Jeff Butler. See, you want more battles, race fans? How about we go up here a little bit further, just outside of the top 10. Patrick DeSallinger running right there in the 11th spot. Mike Romlinger closing in on him. 54 Texas. John English, he's got his Ford heading towards the front. Typically, we see a handful of Fords up inside of the top 10. Tonight, only one driver with the blue oval on the front of his machine inside the top 10. That's going to belong to Justin Gann right now. He's running in 7th, 4 spots down from where he started up in 3rd time. And with this longer green flag run down underway, drivers really beginning to see what their cars are made of. Long run speed can be very key here tonight, especially at a track like this where you're putting the laps down relatively fast to be just 3.5 seconds. Fastest time around the track last time by your race leader, Josh Weinrich. 23:54. Todd Cray with a 23:58. So right there at that 23.5-second mark. Concentration going to be key. Hollinger looks to the inside of the Solner for the 11th position. He's going to grab that spot with a fair amount of ease. And what do you say we jump around the track once again, race fans? How about we go back up to this battle? 32 of Darren Clement. He's got Justin Gann closing in on him. Jared Lipstrewer opening up a 1-second gap there. You can see Lipstrewer beginning to close in on Robbie Oddie. Jim Ott falling off pace just a little bit. 2 seconds back from Todd Cray. Point standings, there you see them, or right there at the bottom of your screen. Scrolling over there. Keep in mind, we're already over the halfway 10 races in the regular season here for Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series. So with half of the season gone, drivers are now going to have to focus in on getting those consistent runs and setting themselves up in a position to chase after getting into the chase. Nobody really secure right now, even with those race wins. It's not a win in your own kind of thing around here. You got to prove it week in, week out. Tommy Haynes struggling in that Budweiser 17 up at the top of the speedway. You see the 32 of Clement as well as Justin Gann. They'll both go to the bottom of the racetrack and run all around the 17. Caution! Caution on the speedway. Trouble once again here at Richmond. Looks like Stephen Ayers Jr. involved. You can see the 62 backwards and sideways on the track. What do you say we go take a look and see how it all went down? You see Stephen Ayers Jr. A little bit loosening contact, a little bit of help from the 5. Ron Shute also getting caught up and involved. And the 5 set sail, walks away. One more look at it here. And I don't want to say no fault, because it looks like right there, just out of the gas a little bit, not being able to check up in time, was Ron Shute getting into the back end of Osborne. Osborne made some contact, not able to check up in time either. I'm going to tell you what, race fans, why don't we look at it one more time from a little bit different perspective. High above the speedway. Here you go. Let's take a look at it. You'll see the 62 a little bit slow on exit. There it is. There's a contact. More contact. And around those drivers go. Tough break here tonight. For Stephen Ayers Jr. struggling a little bit. There you see him right there. No front flip on that 62. It's going to be a long, long night. Back to the front with your new race leader. He came to pit road. Looks like right sides only for Justin Gann, and he's going to grab the top spot. That's going to be our second lead change of the night. 3 different race leaders so far. Todd Craig going to lose one more spot. He's going to go from second back to third now as Justin Gann with a big jump from fourth to first. Robbie Otti dropping a position on pit road. Jared Lipscher also losing a position on pit road. How about Jason Stewart? Up 13 positions so far here tonight. The 14 machine heading in the right direction. I mean, he started all the way back. Tail end Sally, that's right. Final driver in the starting lineup, and he has driven his way into the top 10. Can that 14 4X machine get a little closer to the front? Speaking of the front, we'll head to the front with race leader Justin Gann. He's got the Ayers iRacing Paints machine at the top of the scoring charts. Fast Ford Mustang of Gann looks to get a 3rd race win. Will he be the first driver to win 3 races here in season number 4 for Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series? Todd Cray, he wants to be the first one to get the job done. Cray on a little bit of a roll as of late. Troublesome start to the season, but Cray has since turned things around, going to victory lane in race number 3 as well as race number 5 last week at Michigan International Speedway. Lights off. We're set to fire things off once again here tonight from Richmond International Raceway. iRacing pace car going to make the left-hand turn. Field in the hand of the man at the top of the track. When's he going to do it? Wait for it. Wait for it. Here gas in, green flag flies. But once again, here at Richmond. Down to the inside goes Weinrich looking for the top spot already, and back to the point by the time they make it out of one. Weinrich goes to the point. Clement with some trouble. He basically takes 3 wide. Going into turn number 3. They'll sort it out 3 wide once again. Boy, Justin sliding to the tail end of the field. And I don't know, we thought it was a right side only, but it may have been a fuel only stop here for Gann. I don't know if that's the... Whoa, boy, John Whitmish, trouble. Oh, boy. Contact with Gluckner, and he's going to go around. Gluckner, unfortunately, gets caught up, involved. He gets spun around, and we're back under caution here at Richmond. We kind of seen it happening. We kind of watched it all unfold. Let's take one more. There you see Lindfish with some struggle coming out of turn number 2. He's going to fire things off way deep into 3. Chases the car up the track. Unfortunately, the iRacing Drivers World sponsor 24. Right where Wimbish needed just a little bit more track. Go back live with your race leader Josh Weinrich as he got back to the point. That gave us a 3rd lead change here tonight. Weinrich, it don't look like he's playing around. He means business. He is here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to lift the trophy at the end of tonight's race. Can he keep that Toyota Supra at the front? 2 Toyotas split by 2 Chevys. Another 2 Chevys before you find your first 4. Justin Gann runs in 7th. And as the sun begins to set on the track, the lights begin to come on. We're gonna finish this thing here tonight under the lights, short track Saturday night style. That's right. What we get some great racing action week in, week out, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You can find them each and every Wednesday night. That's right. Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker. Silverback Tech Solutions Xfinity Series. Todd Gray gonna line up just to the outside of race leader Josh Weinrich. Into the corner, pace car away, wait for it. Weinrich nails the loud pedal, green flag flies, great jump, can climb through Here comes the 12 of Rabiati. He had a great run up through second and third gear, man. Great challenge. Gray for second, going to third, not quite going to have the position. Stay knotted up right here. Nick Hunt battling now to the inside of Jim Hunt. Jason Harrison moving up through the field. Let's take a look back there. You can see that 44 on the outside. Up on the island. Really too much. Whoa, big slide. That'll turn number 2 there for Jason Harrison. You can see that 44 machine super loose out in the background and just out of the frame. Now there you can see him. Still to the outside of all that. The Monster Energy 54 Super of Jared Woodshore. He's been running fast all night long. Started 5th, running 5th. He's been inside the top 3 positions here tonight. Yet to get to the top of the speed charts though. But how about Nick Hunt? Nick Hunt, there he is. Maybe flipping the switch inside of the car there, saying, you know what? I'm tired of being back here. Let's head to the front and let's think about the strategy. Big slide out of 4 for the 14 of Stewart. Still trying to make that outside run work, but I don't think he's going to be there just yet, as now Harrison and Rominger go at it side by side, just behind Woodshore. Woodshore trying to close in, but not being able to get back to the bottom, because here comes Rominger. Who's got Jim on, beginning to bring down his neck. Rominger finally has that preferred line in position, heading through the center of 1 and 2. He's going to grab the spot coming out of 3 and 4. No problem. Move Rominger to 7. Jump around the track just a little bit. Back here once again with the 24 of Jeff Gluckner. There's John Winters right behind him. The Mountain Dew. Back Timmy Gary May running low here tonight. May going to round out here top 20. David Elliott rounding out here top 20. Sullivan right there, as well as Brandon Free. Looks like maybe John Linder's having a little bit of trouble, so we'll jump to another battle on the speedway. How about the 54, the 44, the 42, and the 14, all going at it. The 93 not too far off there. You can see Brandon Free's last car in this long train of drivers. I mean, that's Nick Ott. Yes, not Nick Ott. Nick Hunt. Jim Ott is just off in front of Nick Hunt. And I had a little bit more of a gap there, so Nick Hunt, I'm telling you, he said where he was from. Seriously, where did he come from? It's like the car flipped the switch. He is on it now and heading right up through this field. Jeff Gluckner getting by Justin Gann for 17th on the speedway. What happened to Gann? Oh, and contact. Nick Hunt sideways. What a save. That very well may be the good hands driver, the save of the race. Let's Go Brandon sponsored double O of Nick Hunt with a bit of a pucker moment. Keeps it heading to the right. Oh, and contact. Let's sure it's going to go around. Ooh, here comes Tommy Haynes. He's going to get it woed up. We see it out of the corner of our eye, just off in the background. Whipsure with some contact with another driver. Caution on the speedway once again. Producer's giving us the thumbs up. We've got that queued up. Let's go to the Silverback Tax Solutions replay. There it is right there, just trying to get to the inside, and it looks like that may have been Jason Ayerson with the contact with Lipshaw. And yep, there it is. A little bit of contact. That's all it took. Up the track. Great job keeping the car out of the outside wall, not sliding it up into the outside safer barrier and really destroying the rear decklet of the car. So great job. Hats off to Lipshaw being able to get that done. And we'll head back up front once again, live with your race leader. Josh Weinberg's going to stay out. Your top 6 drivers all going to stay out. Todd Gray, Jim Ott, Rominger, Harrison, Lipshaw, Windish, Elliott, Stewart, Osborne, Haynes, May, Gluckner, all to pit road. That's well over half of the drivers to pit road. So as they get themselves some tires in service, we're going to step away, pay a few bills. You know how that goes, race fans. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with all your green flag action right here from Richmond International Raceway. Back as promised before the drop of the green flag. Drivers double file down the backstretch, ready to fire things off. Once again, after our 4th caution of the night, Josh Weinrich back to the top of the charts. Rabiati gonna restart just behind him. Out the gates on the gas. Green flag flies. Once again here from Richmond International Raceway. Well and away are those top 2 drivers. How about Nick Hunt? Seen Hunt right there, he is. A little bit of we've seen him sideways a handful of laps earlier here tonight. Great recovery so far. Hunt inside your podium spots. A lot of battles after the restart. We'll try to jump around the track as best as we can and bring you what we can. There's Justin Gann. He made a turnaround. Gann back now inside the top 15. Just before our latest caution on the night. How about this gaggle of She's just wadded up right now. Whoa! 33 of Gary Wells into the outside wall. Sparks flying under the lights here at Richmond International Raceway. Brandon sets it off in front. You see the pit in the rear deck with all tattered on the outside lane. Not the place you want to be. Looks like he's going to get freight trained on the inside. Battle right here, big time battle. Drivers all over each other. Oh my God, Rominger sliding into the picture. Oh boy. We rodeo in here at Richmond tonight. My goodness, no rear deck lit now. Rear bumper completely ripped off of that 29 of Mike Rominger. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, in more trouble. Ooh, Gary Wells, John Wimbish involved. Oh my gosh, Rominger, he's out of the race now. Let's go check this replay. This is gonna get wild. There's Gary Wells on the outside, into the outside wall. Twice, there's Rominger. He goes for a ride. Wimbish caught up involved. I believe that's Stephen Ayers Jr. involved as well. Oh my gosh. Crazy wrecking action here. And we're back under caution for the 5th time tonight. Todd Craig going to stay out on the track. He'll regain the race lead for the first time in about 80 laps. A lot of other drivers going to head to pit lane. We're going to step away for another sponsor break. Pay the last few bit of our bills for the night. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. trackside once again as the drivers double file one more time, getting set to fire things off. Once again, fifth caution of the night. We have had yet another lead change. That's going to give us four lead changes among three different race leaders here tonight. Fifth caution of the evening. Richmond throwing some of these drivers for a little bit of a loop. On the gas, green flag flies. Todd Craig wasting no time. He's going to get a good jump. How about Justin Gann? He made up a lot of positions here. He's now back inside the podium spots. He's going to run in second. Jim Ott all over him. Close battle between those two drivers. How about that sea of machines once again? Back through the field. Big stack up of drivers. Josh Weinrich in a hornet's nest right here. I tell you what, why don't we go on board? We do have an onboard camera, I believe, with one of these drivers right here. Yes, we do. In fact, it is Jason Anderson with the onboard camera here tonight. Take a look at this. I mean, cars everywhere. How would you like to be following that? If you get it, you get it, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Still stacked up. Look at the 12 of Robbie Oddie. He's going to dive to the inside. Oddie trying to make up some positions. Ron shooting right there. How about the 17 of Tommy Haynes? He was close to falling off of the lead lap earlier here tonight. And now he is running very well. Looks like that 17 of Haynes rounding out your top 10 here. So a great turnaround, great recovery here tonight for that 17. How about the 14 of Jason Stewart? He cut the grass. He mowed the lawn for a moment earlier here tonight. What happened to Darren Clinton? East Coast Motorsports driver falling through the field. There you can see him getting freight trained right now. Long string of cars on the bottom lane. And that K&N Chevy Camaro 32 of Darren Clement going backwards right now. The 5 of Chad Osborne looking to get by. Here comes Jeff Gluckner as well. Clement drops all the way to 14. We said he was fast. We said he was in a gaggle of cars and a hornet's nest, and well, not no more. Check this 84 machine out. Weinrich getting up through the pack of drivers, getting around Justin Gann, open up a half a second advantage, and now he's just got one more second to get to the back end of Todd Cray. Weinrich fast here at Richmond. Chad Osborne and Ron Shute going to go side by side, swap the 14th position back and forth a handful of times. Jason Anderson getting by David Elliott. Now Jason Stewart gets by Elliott. Lipster going to get by David Elliott as well. Elliott in the 42 now falls. After that fifth caution of the evening, we've got a handful of drivers down on pit road, beating, banging, sawing away on their machines, trying to get themselves back out on the racetrack. Mike Rominger, John Wimbish, Gary Wells, all still down on pit road, trying to get all that they can when they can finally get back on the racetrack. Jeff Gluckner going to go for a little bit of a ride. He'll do some landscaping, mow the grass on the front stretch as well. That's caught a few drivers out. And you know, I mean, look at the gap. You're watching it close over there on the left-hand side of your screen. You're looking at it shrink. Lap after lap, Weinrich is fast. He is there over a tenth faster last time around. That half a second is gone. He is there. He is on the rear deck lid of your race leader, Todd Cray. Cray cannot make a mistake because that man right there is closing in. Very well may take that top spot back away. That Toyota Supra tuned in, dialed up, and hot and fast here at the track tonight. Lights beginning to get a little bit brighter. The fans filling the stands here tonight. Packed house for race number 6 with Swift Motorsports. Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series. Not a seat empty, and they are getting themselves one heck of a treat to an amazing race so far here tonight. Looking for your 5th lead chance. Whoa, my gosh. That's the first time we've seen that 84 sideways. He's going to look to the inside once again. Will he get the job done down through the center of 1 and 2? They'll drive neck and neck. Drag race down the back stretch. Position goes back to Weinrich. And just, I mean, look at the speed. Look at the pace out of that 84, man. Was in a huge pack of cars on the restart. Was able to drive through that pack. Then drive by Justin Gann. Run down race leader Todd Cray. We've seen Cray week in, week out, not just this season, but last season and the previous season, be very fast in these Xfinity series, in these Xfinity machines. And Weinrich, man, he putting a clinic on tonight. I think it's going to be tough and hard pressed for anybody to do anything with Weinrich. Gonna jump around the track just a little bit, see what we see if there's any battles out there we want to bring you. How about the battle right here between Tommy Haynes and David Elliott? Back up to the 4th place runner Jim Ott, while just behind him Nick Hunt, Robbie Oddie. They're going to pass back and forth that 5th position. There you see the 12 machine back down to the inside. Oddie going to take that spot for just the time being. The target machine looking to grab a spot inside the top 5. Not going to do it just yet. Nick Hunt going to power around the outside, take the position back for the time being. Back into 3 and 4 through the center. Here comes the run on the high side. And back across the line, Nick Hunt going to stay in that 5th spot. Looking for the battles, let's find some. How about Brandon Freeze and Tommy Haynes? They're going at it. That's going to be 13th, 14th on the speedway. The 17 Toyota Super trying to keep the Ford of Brandon Freeze behind him. That Mustang looks sweet under the lights, and it's going to start to look sweeter. A little bit of damage on the rear deck lid, and I can't say it enough about this driver right here, man. What happened here to Darren Clement tonight? Started outside of the top 10. Started in the 12th position. He's dropped 3 spots from where he started tonight's race, but we've seen that 32 up inside the top 5. Up inside the top 5 while the sun was still out. Maybe the crew chiefs going the wrong way, missing the setup here for that transition to nighttime. There you can see sun almost completely down as the 10 of Gary May big wiggle off of turn number 2. And Darren Clement just struggling with some pace right now. We'll jump back to drivers battling for 4th, 5th, 6th on the speedway. Robbie Oddie, Jim Ott, Nick Hunt all nose to tail here. 4th, 5th, 6th as they go around the track. Jared Lipster in the 54 machine. He's running in 8th. He's got Patrick DeSalner right behind him. A bit of a gap back to the driver rounding out your top 10. That goes to Jason Ayerson. Three wide with the lap machine at the top. Oh my goodness. Boy, if that ain't interesting. 14 and Jason Stewart able to get by Stephen Ayers Jr. as well. Here comes Jared Lipster with that Monster Energy 54 Toyota Supra. Gonna make his way around the lap traffic without any trouble here tonight. And we've been so caught up, so busy. Well, we missed the mid-race report and driver rundown. We missed the 100 lap mark. So what do you say we go ahead and wrap this thing on up for you? A little bit of house cleaning here tonight. 22 drivers took to the starting grid. We have still got 19 out there on the track, with just 18 left on the lead lap. Ron Chute, previous race winner, last driver on the lead lap in that 18th position. Stephen Ayers Jr., first driver off of the lead lap, listed in the lucky dog position. He's going to need at least 2 cautions to help his night out. Running 2 laps down to your race leader, Josh Weinrich. And this is where we will begin our mid-race rundown. I mean, a little late, but, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's better than, like, never, right? And as we all know, Dave does his thing sometimes and misses some things, but nonetheless, we'll keep it cranked up, running well here tonight. Front of the field started in the second position here tonight, now running in the top spot. He's led the most laps so far here tonight, well and away in front of his competition. Josh Weinrich leads this field. Driver running in the second position here tonight from Richmond International Raceway, inside the pits for Paradise Infinite Hero Monster Energy 22 machine, sponsored by Silverback Tax Solutions. 2-time race winner so far here in season number 4. Todd Cray looks to try to grab that top spot back after walking away with the pole position here tonight. Cray runs in second. Big splash coming into tonight's race, qualifying in the top 5. Robiati trying to get that target Chevy Camaro inside the top 2. He runs in third. A reemergence on the scene in a big way in the Let's Go Brandon 00. You can find Nick Hunt. He rounds out your top 4. He's up pin positions from where he started. And then we've got ourselves a close little battle for the drivers to round out the top 5. And there you can see Jason Stewart trying to get that 4X Racing KC Designs 14 machine a little further up through the running order. He's going to round out the top 5 in his Toyota Supra. We're going to go ahead and run down a few more drivers, though. How about Justin Gann, the Virginia Beach native, re-emerging on the scene, back on the track once again. Gann struggling with some late run pace. Jim Ott all over him in the 4 machine. Ott in that Auto Owners Insurance out of Jackson, Michigan. Can he get the job done? We'll have to wait to see. He's got a little bit of ground to make up. Driver right behind him, you'll find the 54 Monster Energy Zero Ultra machine of Jarrett Lipster. Lipster doesn't seem to have the pace that his fellow Toyota drivers do. Weinrich and Stewart up inside the top 5. Lipster struggling for some long run speed. Patrick DeSaulner going to round out your 9th position, and back in 10th, the 44 of Jason Ayerson. Can the Dragons Garden Pure Ink Carlton, Michigan driver get the job done and make his way inside the top 5? We'll have to wait to see how it all plays out, how it all shakes down. That's your mid-race report, about 30 laps late, getting it in anyway. You know how we do. If you're a regular, you understand. Jess, you get it. So, yeah. Moving right along, you can see on the bottom of your screen right there across the ticker, your season winners. It's going to be a short list because we've only had 3 of them so far this season. Todd Cray, Justin Gann, Ron Chute, only drivers to visit victory lane. We'll back up from the track just a little bit, bring you some more of the action. Ott looks to the inside again, gonna dive it down into turn 3. Not gonna be able to make the car stick and get the turn off the corner that he wants. He's gonna stay back in that 7th position for now. They're trying to run down Nick Hunt, who rounds out the top 5. Again, right there, Jason Stewart not too far off in front, but absolutely checked out on the field. Josh Weinrich leads Todd Cray by over 3 seconds. Cray with over a 3-second advantage on Robbiati. Now side by side, Litzstruer and Ott going at it 7th and 8th on the speedway. I'm just wondering, you know what, let's go up with your race leader inside the cockpit here with Josh Weinrich. Let's see if there's something that maybe this Toyota Super driver has figured out that the field just hasn't. Because he has got more pace than anybody out there, lap after lap, just absolutely walking away from the field. Almost now a 4-second advantage over Todd Cray. And out of the gas very early. You can see him all liken that line to somewhat of a Harvick line is what they like to call it at some of these tracks, especially here at Richmond, as well as Phoenix, as well as Atlanta. Out of the gas very early. Let's watch this again. And it's about a 4 count when he crosses the start finish line. We'll time it again here, race fans. You can hear him whop the throttle a couple times before he gets on it solidly. Back down into 3 and 4, he'll catch the yellow line with the left side tires here, able to keep the car turning. Now let's count this down right here. We've got 1001, 1002, 1003. 3-second countdown, and then out of the gas, gingerly on the brakes, getting the car to rotate and turn on the bottom, utilizing that apron just a little bit on the exit. Weinrich, man, he's got this thing figured out. We'll jump back through the field with another close battle here. Tommy Hayes, Brandon Fries, Gary May, they're all going at it on the speedway, just in front of race leader Josh Weinrich. And we didn't see it, but Todd Cray sneaks to pit road. Todd Cray going to come down to pit road lap 1. Let's see, what was it? Lap 131. They're going to be listed 1 lap down. Should this cycle through, will it be enough to grab him that top spot? As Josh Weinrich's going to say, nah, you ain't going to get that big of an undercut on me, pal. And he's going to go ahead and pull that 84 machine down to pit road. That very well, excuse me, that's going to put Robbiati at the front of the field for the first time. That's going to give us our 4th different race leader, 6 lead changes here tonight with 5 caution flags. We are right at about the 50 lap to go mark here tonight. So on the downhill side of things, and Adi, he's going to go ahead and pull to pit road. Jason Stewart now goes to the point. And we've got more drivers hitting pit road. Nick Hunt going to pull to pit road this time as well. Justin Gann came to pit road. He's down and away, making his way back up to speed. This is definitely going to mix up this field there. You can see Weinrich, Cray, Gann all down a lap now to race leader Jason Stewart, who is continuing to stretch this run. Ooh, here comes Weinrich to the inside. He's going to barrel it down in the corner. Stuffed it in there and made it stick. Look at the game, though. Todd Cray came to pit road one lap before Josh Weinrich, and there you can see Cray has now got him back in the windshield. He can now see that 84 once again. The Saulner brings the 93 down to pit road for services and tires. He's going to fall back through the running order and off of the lead lap. Ron Shute listed as the first driver off of the lead lap in the lucky dog position in the 10th spot right now. Todd Cray, last driver on the lead lap. Very important aspect right there. If we get a caution flag at this point in time, that's going to pay dividends for both Weinrich as well as Todd Cray. Being called out just a little bit may very well be Justin Gann, who still sits one lap down back in the 12th position. Look for him to gain a spot or two here through this round of green flag pit stops. Stewart gonna bring his machine to pit road for, it's not gonna be his final pit stop. I believe these drivers are all gonna have to come to pit road one more time, but how about new race leader once again at the front of this field? Jim Ott takes the top spot now. And he's gonna go ahead and pull it right to pit road, and that's gonna put this man right here, who is driven away from Todd Cray once again. And that's got to be discouraging if you're Cray, knowing how fast you are and just watching a driver drive away in your windshield. That has got to be a little bit of a disheartening moment. Jim Ott down the pit road. Chad Osborne, Ron Shute all on pit road as Weinrich goes back to the point. That's going to give us our 9th different lead change amongst 6 different race leaders. 5 cautions here so far tonight under the lights for race number 6. For Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker, a Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series. We're only going to have 4 more races after this to get yourself in a championship contending spot. Next time we'll hit the track, we'll be at Darlington Raceway. Another tough track to handle. It's in the name, it's in the nickname and moniker. The track too tough to tame. The lady in black may very well collect a few victims next week. Tune in right here next week to see all the racing action. If you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Join us on that push to 3,000 subscriber. Show these drivers some love. Drop them the thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side, getting notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're the dedicated fan, friend, or family, sponsors even. Maybe you're just sliding through to say, hey, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us in trouble on the track. On lap 146, 6th caution of the night, gonna come out. We're looking for the trouble. You see Jeff Gluckner a little bit slow here. Let's go back, see what happened. Doesn't look like Gluckner's involved. Camera queuing in right on him, but not involved in anything. Maybe a part or a piece of the car falling off of that 24 machine. We'll jump around the track again, see if we can't see anything going on. Looking around the track from different things, seeing if we see anything, and not seeing any racing incidents, so it looks like maybe just a debris caution out here tonight after a long green flag run. Multiple drivers are going to come to pit lane, but we'll stay with your race leader who stays out on track. Todd Cray, Gary May, Tommy Haynes, Robbie Oddie, Justin Gann, Darren Clement, David Elliott all head to pit road this time by, well, Patrick DeSaulner getting the wave around. That's going to leave Jim Ott in a precarious situation. What's he do here? He's not going to get a wave around because Weinrich stayed out. Does he come to pit road for tires and fuel and know that he's got enough to get to the end? We're just about 43 laps away from the checkered flag here tonight. I wonder how much strategy is going to go into these final 43 laps. You know, interesting to see here. Gemont, Jason Anderson, Brandon Fries, it looks like Chad Osborne as well. All of those drivers elected to stay out on track. They're not going to get a wave around, but they're not coming for fuel and tires. Wonder if they possibly are saving a set for maybe a little later. Maybe having some intuition about this isn't going to be our final caution of the night. It is our 6th caution of the night, however. But maybe a few of these crew chiefs and spotters thinking, we're not done with that yellow flag just yet. Let's save a set of tires for a little later. Let's see if we can't keep ourselves or get ourselves into a lucky dog position and be able to really utilize the fresh tires later on in the race. There you can see now all of those lap machines having to give those positions up to lead lap cars. Nick Hunt, great job for him coming on and off pit road. He'll reline up in the 2nd position. Jason Stewart right there, 3rd. Jared Lipstewart, Todd Cray gonna line up 5th. Gary May, Robbiati, Justin Gann, Tommy Haynes, Darren Clement, David Elliott, now last driver on the lead lap, the 93 of Patrick DeSaulner. I don't know, Riggs fans, what do you think? Do you think it was a smart move for Weinrich to stay out here? I don't know. It's debatable. It's debatable. We'll go with that. Debatable. Pace car down and away. Field makes their way to the restart box. And green flag flies as fast on the gas. Pedal to the metal up through the gears. The 84 of Weinrich set sail. How about the run by these drivers right here, man? Jarrett Lipstewart, great run so far here tonight. Jason Stewart, Nick Hunt, great runs as well. Robbiati looking to fill that inside lane after the door was opened by Todd Cray. Cray gonna grab that 4th position away, and he's gonna look for more because Stewart and Hunt going at it just off in front of him. That's gonna put him in a very good position. How about Gary May right here? He's got Justin Gann all over him. Contact with the outside wall. Stacked up on the backstretch. Everybody going everywhere. Ooh, boy. Saddle up the horses, boy. We're going for a ride. Big mess right there for just a brief moment. Todd Cray now in that 3rd position. He's going to look to take 2nd spot away from Jason Stewart. Not really going to be much of a fight. Not much Stewart can do. Cray back to 2nd. He's got himself 7 lap pressure tires. Here comes Robbie. Oh my gosh. Robbie was looking to go to the inside, shutting the door late. Was that 14.4X of Jason Stewart. Look for Radu to look to the inside now on the corner exit of turn number 4, back across the stripe. He's got that inside lane this time. And how about looking for a power move on the outside? Ooh, get it. That is an absolute statement. Todd Cray back to the point. Once again, your pole sitter leads for the third time here tonight. That's going to give us our 10th different lead change amongst six different drivers. Todd Cray may have just made the move of the race. We asked right before the green flag, what do you think about that move out there in the chat, race fans? Do you think it was the move to stay out? Did Weinrich and his crew make the right call? Or did Todd Cray and his crew make the right call by coming to pit road under our last caution, our sixth caution of the evening? Only a 7-lap difference in tires, but you can see a massive amount of pace in that 22 that Weinrich just doesn't have. Robbie Oddie now looking to the inside of Weinrich. That's going to be for second and third. Last time around, race leader Todd Cray able to turn in a 22.66. Weinrich 22.98. So that is 0.3 slower. And it is showing right now Weinrich struggling to keep the drivers that came to pit road behind. Oddie really likes diving it down there into the corner. Weinrich trying to close it off. He's going to crowd him down a little bit, make him turn that car on corner exit, keep the driver pinned down. And sometimes that inside car has to let out of the gas or spell trouble for both drivers right on the left rear quarter and not going to be able to stay there. Oddie moves to second. Top three positions now pretty much sorted out. We'll go right here trying to sort this thing on out. There's Jim Ott in that 4 machine. Ott listed back in the 13th position. First driver 1 lap down. Jason Ayerson right there in the 44 machine. He's right behind him. 10 of Gary May on the lead lap. Nick Hunt on the lead lap. That's a battle for position on the track. Jarrett Lipstura right there running in the 9th spot. Jim Ott making his way up through the field, but not making up any positions as he is listed as the first driver 1 lap down. Yeah, he's got the lucky dog, but he's going to need some help pretty fast if he's going to want to get anything done or do anything with those fresh tires. If we do have a late race caution, he's going to have to keep himself as the driver in that lucky dog position for now. It's going to be safe and sound. Patrick DeSaulner just a handful of seconds behind your race leader, almost 9 to 10 seconds back from race leader. So going to be quite some time before some drivers start falling back off the lead lap. Will it be enough time though? Can Jim Ott get up there and battle for the race win? Tell you what, we haven't been there all night. What do you say, race fans? We go above the track, turn 3, drone cam here tonight. We do have a few drone operators employed with us on board with the production and camera crew here tonight from Richmond International Raceway. Started under the sun. We are now ending under the lights. 25 laps now remain with your pole sitter back at the front, and he is gone. Todd Cray right here in that Pets for Paradise Infinite Hero Monster Energy 22 Chevy Camaro has himself a 1.7 second advantage, knocking on the door of a 2-second advantage. Todd Cray has done it at the right time. This man, unfortunately, one of your fastest drivers all night long, looks like he may have missed the strategy just a little bit. Weinrich now rounds out your top 5. We'll jump a little closer to the track once again, bring you some more of the action as drivers make their way out of turn number 2 and back down the back stretch. There you can see Robbie Oddie going by. There's Stewart and Weinrich all heading back into turn 3 and 4. Richmond International Raceway. Everybody's still chasing Todd Cray. Everybody's still trying to gain some spots, make their way up through the running order if they can. There's race leader Cray. There's second place Rabiati. There's the gaps back as now Gann and Weinrich begin to close in on Jason Stewart. We'll jump back out away from the track just a little bit. Keep our eye on the battle that is beginning to brew right here for spots inside of your top 5 and for potentially a spot inside the podium position. And does Weinrich even have enough fuel? Does he even have enough fuel to get to the end? Came to pit road last on lap 134. Drivers at the front came on lap 147. So over a 13 lap difference on the fuel and tires now. And I just, man, that's a tough one. I think Cray, Audi, Gann, I believe Elliott, Clement, Haynes, all of those drivers are going to have enough fuel in the tank to get all the way to the end of tonight's race. But I'm questioning whether or not Jason Stewart and Josh Weinrich have enough fuel. They were on pit road back at lap 134 and lap 140. As you see them battling side by side, 4th and 5th on the speed on the raceway. And I don't know. I don't know that they have enough fuel. Regardless of if they do or not, we're going to find out here in a handful of laps. Just 17 laps now remain out of the 190 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Thank you for tuning in, turning up with us right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, week in, week out. Monday through Wednesday, you're home for everything Swift. Coming at you tonight under the lights at Richmond International Raceway for Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series race number 6 in the 10 race regular season. We're gonna fire things off next Wednesday night at Darlington Raceway. The track too tough to tame. Keep your eye out and ready for that one. That's gonna be a barn burner as well. And for now, looks like we're gonna have our first 3-time race winner of the season, Todd Cray, sitting in the top spot. He wants to beat Justin Gann to that title, but there's Justin Gann just off in front of Josh Weinrich. Gann runs in 3rd, rounding out your podium. So it could be anybody's game here. Still a long way to go, and with under 15 laps, that's still a very long time at a short track. A lot of time for something to go wrong, something to happen, and that is definitely enough time to drop from 1st out of the top 10 on a restart, or maybe even a green-white checkered. So driver's going to have to be very keen, very aware. I know they're going to concentrate, and they're not going to give now. There is no more give. It is absolutely all take. I'm going to take your spot. I'm going to take your line. You're not giving any room. Weinrich and Gann going at it for the final spot in the podium spot. Going for this final spot in the podium position. There you go. The spot in the spot with the other spot might very well just get you in the spot that you don't want to be in. And then that's a tough spot. Sometimes sometimes in the cave you just have to amuse yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. You just have to make jokes and have fun, like these drivers. Loving life right now, having fun out there under the lights. Short track Saturday night style right here from Richmond International Raceway. Long race now, winding down to the final 10 laps of the evening. Who's got enough fuel? Who's going to run out? We'll keep our eye on it. Looks like Stephen Ayers Jr. going to head to pit road for what should be his final stop of the evening. We'll jump around the track just a little bit, bring you some more of the battles. How about Jaron Lipscher right there? He's got himself a half a second advantage over Nick Hunt, that double O, let's go. Brandon sponsored Chevy Camaro. About 2 to 3 car lengths back. Tommy Haynes just off in front of him. Ken Haynes have a great turnaround to his race. He was struggling at one point in time, and now that Budweiser's Toyota Supra looks pretty fast under the lights. Looks like he was just waiting for that crossover, that changeover into the darkness to complete. And how about the man spoiling the party right now, man? I'm telling you, Josh Weinrich, he's making these drivers earn every spot. You might have fresher tires, but you don't have the speed, sir. That's what he said right there to Justin Gann. Gonna motor right around that 30 Ford Mustang and put himself back into a podium position. We've got 2 bow ties leading a Toyota, leading a fast Ford. Kind of a lonely night there for the driver in that Ford Mustang. Justin Gann, his closest manufacturing teammate, all the way back in 17th to your next Ford driver here, Brandon Fries and the 21 Mustang. Off pace quite a bit here tonight. Fries down 1 lap. Looks like he may fall a 2nd lap down as the high five. How are you? Shown by the flag stand. The boss man up there letting these drivers know if you're gonna get it now, because you ain't got much time left. Going to stay right here with this battle for the final spot inside your podium positions. We're going to keep our eye on the timing and scoring up there at the top of the screen. Todd Gray still leading Robbie Oddie by over 2 seconds. A 5-second gap from Oddie back to Weinrich as Weinrich begins to step away from Justin Gann. Stewart starts to a little bit of a slide there by the 14. Jason Stewart, Darren Clement, they're going to go at it. Battle for the final spot inside the top 5. Popsicle sticks this time by for your race leader, Todd Gray. Going to see 2 laps to go. 4th, 5th, 6th, and the speedway all lined up with each other, heading back down into turn number 1 as race leader Todd Gray heads back into turn 3. He's going to work his way off of the corner exit and back across the line. That's right, white flag, final lap. 1 to go here tonight from Richmond International Raceway. Just 4 corners for Todd Gray to secure his 3rd race win of the season. Back down the backstretch into the greatest place on earth, turn 3. Once again for the final time, Todd Gray out of 4, coming to the checkered flag. There it is, in hand, race winner, the 22 of Todd Gray. As Gray enjoys a cool down lap, and he'll enjoy a little bit of post-race celebrations. We're going to step away, get things set up for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy your smoke show on the track. Todd Gray walks away with the checkered flag. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. trackside once again at another great finish to another great race here in the Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series for Swift Motorsports. What a run, what a rundown. Let's see if we can't catch up with a few of the drivers out here tonight that walked away in the podium spots. First off, let's begin our post-race interviews with the third place runner. Let's see if we can't grab a quick word with the driver of that 84 Toyota Supra. Josh, it's Dave. You got your ears on, bud?
I got you. Good to talk to you again, Dave.
Yeah, good seeing you. Good to talk to you again, man. I know it's probably not where you wanted to finish third place, but still a solid podium night for you after, I want to say, dominating the vast majority of the race. You absolutely got this track figured out.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing to run third. Honestly, it's it's one thing to run third. It's another thing to get a race taken away like that by circumstances and cautions. But you'll have that in these races where you have limited tires. We're just trying to save a set of tires there. I didn't really think that it would go 45, 50, whatever laps it was, all green flag. But that's the way it goes. And Todd did a good job getting back through traffic, and we just had to find our way back to third.
I was gonna ask about that, if it was your call or crew chief's call, or if it was the right call, because you never know what would happen at a short track. We could have got that late race caution, and it would have absolutely fell right into your lap if that was the case. But just unfortunately not calling the strategy right here tonight, but still a great run for your entire crew. How you feeling about heading to Darlington next time we hit the track?
Yeah, Darlington's a really fun place, kind of similar to this. Lots of tire wear. You got to take care of your right front, your right rear. But yeah, just felt like some guys were really taking tires a little bit too early tonight. We stayed out on that first caution. Some guys pitted 15 laps in, and that was just way too early. And I felt like I put on my second set a little too early there on lap 85. But yeah, it's just it was kind of one of those positions. My good buddy Shooty there, he brought out that caution that I definitely didn't need. And it's one of those things when you're sitting there leading the race, if you stay out, they're all going to pit. If you pit, they're all going to stay out. So I was, banking on the fact that we're going to get another caution, and then we would have had it no problem. But yeah, looking forward to Darlington. Just need to, again, just need cautions to fall your way, and even when you got the fastest car, it's it's still kind of nerve wracking, based on when cautions come out, and when the green flag runs are and all that. But yeah, all in all, not a bad night. Still run third, so if you can run third when things don't go quite your way, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I would say not too shabby at all. And again, Josh, congratulations on having a great car underneath you here tonight, walking away with a third position. Before we let you go, though, we'll hand you over the mic. Do you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home?
Just thanks to Gary and and Don and all these guys that put the series on. Silverback Tax Solutions, everybody that supports the series. It's a fun group to race with. It's a fun series. A lot of good racers and a lot of good clean green flag running. So it's pretty fun. We'll come back next week.
All right, my man. Well, we'll look forward to trying to catch up with you at Darlington.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Josh Weinrich walking away with the third position here tonight. Not necessarily happy, but somewhat satisfied being able to walk away with a third position after having a pit strategy kind of not go his way. He'll still walk away with that third position. Good, solid run by him and his crew. And that's going to move us right along to the man that walked away with the second position here tonight. Let's see if we can't catch up and have a few words with the driver inside that 12 machine. Robbie, it's Dave. You got me?
I got you, Dave.
Hey, bud. How you doing? How you feeling after a good, solid run here tonight, walking away with second?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I think we were probably third speed-wise, but always happy to get a second place. Just I've been away from the sim for a very long time, so just coming back, trying to get laps under me, I'm pretty happy with third. I started to figure it out towards the end, but by then it was just too late. You know, that last run I had to fight Josh, and Todd was already out, and kind of wish we could start over again because I learned a lot during the race.
Well, you may be able to utilize some of the things from tonight a little bit later on through the season when we get to some more of the short tracks in the upcoming schedule. Uh, Moving forward, though, we've got Darlington, then we take a brief break for the holidays. Do you think you can build any momentum off of this second place and carry it to Darlington?
Definitely, definitely. You know, just you know, doing green flag pit stops again, and you know, doing restarts again. I think we can build that momentum up, and you know, try to go for another top three. You know, obviously Todd and Josh are pretty fast. I think Justin's pretty fast. There's some fast cats in this league, but you know, I think we can carry momentum through to the holidays.
Well, we're gonna have to put you on the ones to watch list because you mentioned fast cats around this series, and I think you're gonna be one of those drivers that's gonna be mentioned as one of those fast cats here very soon. Congratulations on a great run here tonight under the lights at Richmond International Raceway. Before we let you go, though, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
No, thank you. Thanks, Dave.
All right, my man. Well, we'll try to catch up with you at Darlington.
Thanks.
All right, Robbiotti. Glad he can turn in a good night after recently rejoining the world's #1 racing simulator. That's right, it's on screen. iRacing.com. Yeah, a little bit of a shameless plug, but you know, hey, we do what we do. Walking away second here tonight, the 12 target machine of Robbiotti. And well, let's go back, talk to the man at the front. Let's see if he remembers last time to victory lane. He's gonna go back-to-back race-winning performances now. Todd, how you doing, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Doing good, guys. Doing good. But I mean, it's a good race for us. You know, tried to had Josh there who was super fast tonight. Richmond's one of my best tracks. So yeah, man, I had all I could handle there with Josh. So yeah, hats off to him. But cards finally fell our way here with pit stops.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, were you ever worried or scared here tonight? You walked away with a pole position, but then you gave up that race lead, and it was kind of a struggle for you to get back to the front. You had great pace, but Josh was just kind of in his own little zone there for quite some time. Did you think the strategy was going to work at the end?
Well, I guess maybe 2 or 3 stops before that, I got off sequence with him because, yeah, I mean, he just had to drive off the turn that I just couldn't find tonight. So, kind of had to try to roll the dice. Being in second, looking at the points, not really a good time to roll the dice, but we're here for the win. So, yeah, got off sequence, looked good, was coming up on him, and then had another caution there, and he got tired, so I was off. So he came back and was running away with it, and just kind of tried to make it look like we weren't going to pit there at the end, and dove in for our last set, and crossed our fingers that I know there's a good bunch of guys here. We had a lot of pretty decent amount of cautions, but yeah, it just felt like it could go all the way. So if we're not first, we're last tonight. That was kind of the mentality, and it worked out.
I hear you. Well, you definitely ended up on the right side of things in first. So congratulations on walking away with your third win of the season, separating yourself in the win column. And Todd, I mean, you know the rundown, you know how it goes. So we're gonna step away and hand you the mic, and you have at it.
ECM MotorSports, Darren and all those guys. Love running with them. Silverback Tax Solutions, BUTTKICKER, Cousin Jess out there. I see her in the chat. Turn 3 Racing Network, Infinite Hero, Pets in Paradise. Everybody puts on the show. Don in the booth there, and Justin putting on a great league here for all of us to race. Just a fun night at one of our good tracks. So. Happy to win, happy to get the momentum, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
All right, my man. Well, again, as always, a pleasure seeing you out there on the track. Glad to see you back-to-back victories, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you at Darlington.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
All right, there you have it. Todd Cray walks away. Race win number 3 on the season. That's going to separate him in the win column. That's going to move him a little further up through the point standings. Look for Cray to be a contender for the regular season championship. He's trying to make sure he solidifies his chance to run for the championship here in season number 4. And I mean, what a night. Started under the sun, and we end under the lights. Beautiful night here tonight, and well, I mean that's gonna pretty much do it. I don't think we've got pretty much anything left to go. And there you can hear background producers going ahead and hitting those buttons, you know, those familiar tunes and sounds. So it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results. Walking away with his 3rd win of the season. Checkered flag tonight belongs to Todd Cray. The 12 of Robbie Otti going to finish back in 2nd, and rounding out your podium finishers here tonight will be the 84 of Josh Weinrich. 30 of Justin Gann going to come home in 5th, rounding out your top 5. The 14 of Jason Stewart. Darren Clement in 6th. 7th place tonight belongs to David Elliott. Parking it in 8th will be the Monster Energy 54 of Jarrett Lipster. Tommy Haynes brings the Budweiser 17 home in 9th, and a 00. Let's go, Brandon. Sponsored machine of Nick Hunt will round out your top 10. Gary May back in 11th, 12th place to Patrick DeSalner. Jim Hunt, Jason Ayerson, and Jeff Gluckner finished back in 15th. 16th tonight from Richmond International Raceway and Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series. That belongs to Chad Osborne. Brandon Freeze gonna follow up right behind him. Back in 18th, Ron Schutte. Finishing 19th here tonight in race number 6, that's the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr., the 29 of Mike Rominger, going to walk away from the track in 20th, 21st of John Wimbish. Gary Wells walking away from the track in 22nd. In the last driver in the running order. Big shout out, race control and admins just down the hall. The cold beverages and pizza is on the way, my friends. John Peel, Andy Starcher, Don Kidder, thank you and you're welcome for everything you do here tonight and everything you've done over the course of the season. Without you, it'd make hard life a lot harder. Great guys over there in the race control and admin booth. Hats off to you, and if you haven't already, race fan, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop them that thumbs up. Click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you. And with that being said, we're going to roll up the cords and head on down to Darlington. Can't wait to see you there. Stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between